Let's go. Arcane announced Redfall will be dropping with only 30 frames and no performance mode, and you notice there was a big commotion about this. So the question is, why is this announcement such a big deal?
It's a big deal because it's Xbox. They've been the punching bag for gaming consoles ever since the Xbox One generation, where they proceeded to force every gamer to always be online. It's a big deal because they've been plagued with this idea of having no games and being inconsistent. It's a big deal because in 2022, they didn't release any single game from any of their first party studios. And when you have all that baggage, every misstep is amplified. So when a game that's not graphically intensive like Redfall drops from 60 to 30 frames, you start asking questions and you start to wonder if Xbox has management problems again. But I want to come at this from a different angle. And the first point I'll raise is, from an optical perspective, this isn't a nightmare, but it's not great either. The Xbox Series X was touted as the most powerful gaming console ever made, and we've yet to see that come to fruition. In fact, when it comes to multi-platform games, the PS5 has been leading from a consistent graphical perspective, even if it is the inferior hardware. But there's also a logical reason for that. The PS5 is the leading platform for most developers, so Xbox generally gets the ports. The problem with the Redfall situation is, Arcane is a first-party studio, and Redfall is a first-party game, which means the leading platform is Xbox, which means if there's anyone that's going to utilize your console's capabilities to its fullest potential, it's your first-party studio, Arcane. Now, we can go into different reasons as to why this is happening, but it doesn't change the fact that it's still a bad look, and it portrays a sense of inconsistency from Xbox, and I think we're all in agreement there. Where we disagree is on how important this news is. The question I will put to you is, does it cause a material change in sales and Game Pass plays? And the answer is probably no. I joined Twitter a couple of years ago to promote my channel, and the first thing I noticed was the amplification of takes that were not based on reality, but emotions. There was no consideration for other factors that might contribute to a developer or publisher doing something. Everything had to be done to service them and only them, their Twitter. I say this because the outrage I'm seeing doesn't reflect what is actually going to happen in reality. Most people don't care about frame rates. Most people don't purchase a game on how many frames it has. Most people understand that Redfall is a single-player RPG player versus environment game. Most people who are going to buy or play this game on Game Pass didn't even see the tweet. And I'm guessing Microsoft has the data to actually back this claim up. Most people don't actually care. This game will succeed or fail based on how good it is. The only mitigating factors is going to be the release window, and that's Zelda and Jedi Survivor. That's essentially it.
What if they just delay the game to keep everyone happy? Bow down to the minority. Bow down to the mob.
That's a terrible and selfish take. If this game is ready to drop and the only outstanding issue is the frame rate, then drop the game and patch 60 in for later. When 60 frames is eventually patched in, for those who held out, they can finally purchase the game. And there's a high chance they'll be able to purchase it at a lower cost due to sales. Everyone wins. But I want to be clear. I'm not saying that this doesn't look bad for Xbox. I'm saying it doesn't cause a material change in the sales or Game Pass plays. And I'm saying demanding a game gets delayed because you're upset about something is entitled. And that's it. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing. But more importantly, share your thoughts below.